going first? Just checking. Get started? Yeah, okay. Hi all, I am Manoj. I am the Worldwide Product Manager for Storage Networking. First of all, I thank all of you for having taken time out and for having this conversation. The objective today is to take you through possible market growth waves which we see happening especially in the storage networking space. We have a sales enablement exercise called Follow the Wire that will throw light on possible growth opportunities which we see unfolding in the storage networking space. So, as I said, we foresee two possible growth waves happening in the coming few quarters. One is at the server space, where the Gen 8 to Gen 9 transition is happening. So it started late 2014 and it will continue through this year. So normally a server refresh happens every 24 months. And on the IO side, we find that the 8 gig to 16 gig transition and also the 10 gig CNA transition is happening. So when I said growth waves, we incidentally have an overlap of both these. The server growth wave is happening, the networking IO growth wave is also happening. So as a sales rep, every time you sell a server, Follow the Wire basically educates you as to how to sell IO as well along with it. Okay, so this is Follow the Wire. We call it the Follow the Wire sales methodology, where we educate all salespeople to find out what the server is attaching to. Because servers without storage networking is nothing but a big laptop. What makes a server useful is the networking components which help it talk to the storage component. So what Follow the Wire methodology educates the sales folks is every time you make a server sale, how to value add with a storage networking sale as well. Okay. So what is in it basically for the sales rep? Why should he go ahead and sell storage networking? One, because there is a cross-sell opportunity in every sale you make. So it's like, say, to give you an analogy, it's like every time you sell an LCD TV, you also sell a mount along with it. Because that's a value add. Though it is not obvious, you make a lot of money out of it. Similarly, there is a cross-sell opportunity. Every time where you make a server sale, you need an IO connectivity to talk to your storage. So that is why Follow the Wire tells you, make the IO connectivity, which is a cross-sell without fail. And for all servers that go into SAN, SAN is storage area network. The language which is spoken is fiber channel. So you basically need a fiber channel host bus adapter for the server to talk to your storage. For servers which go into SAN, so especially your DL360, DL380, ML350, ML385 and DL385. All these 5 servers always will have a fiber channel HBA to be sold along with it. So rather than let the customer buy a third party HBA, sell an HBA along with it and get compensated. You make money, HP also makes money, and it's a high margin product as well. Okay. And the third is, with server virtualization growing, there is risk mitigation as well. So basically there's a lot of demand we see for dual port adapters, because if one port fails, the other port takes over. And right now we see that transition happening. I have the market numbers with me, where I see 16 gig adapters moving into double digit of the market mix. Till 2 quarters back, 16 gig was 2% of the entire mix, which means if 100 adapters are sold, 2 adapters are 16 gig. But right now it is 11% of the market mix, which means if 100 adapters are sold, 11 adapters are 16 gigs. And we are saying we'll definitely see this growth because there is the Gen 9 growth and there is the IO growth. So that is where I'm saying we want the sales reps to make it count. The 11 to 30 growth is where we see you participating. And that is where Follow the Wire coaches you. Okay. So what if the customer gives you excuse like his infrastructure is good enough? There are other obvious advantages to having a complete HP solution. One is you have a one-stop shop, which means everything from your server to your IO to your storage is HP. So in case of any queries, there is just one go-to shop for all queries, and 2, all your configurations happen in the SPOC. So directly you configure your servers along with your IO connectivity and storage. 2, with regards to all your firmware update, everything happens at the HP Server Smart Updates. For example, my latest troubleshooting was for a DL380p server along with an HBA. They had an issue with the server, they had an issue with the HBA, but they had to come to only one person, me, to solve both. Whereas in a other scenario, the customer will have to go to DL380p to HP and the connectivity to another person. Whereas here it's centralized. So that advantage is here as well. And 3, the reliability point is HP branded HBA is assumed, ProLiant server 3-year support when installed. So you basically get your entire support at one place. So to conclude, you have your server, you have your storage. Everything in between is called follow the wire. So follow the